5 seconds. Mr. Speaker, sir, I deem it a privilege to have the opportunity to speak on the motion of thanks for the Governor's address to this House. It is therefore my duty to thank you at the outset for kindly extending me this honor. During the course of the discussion, I would like to mention a few departments of the government which are of utmost importance and which affect the standard of living of the common man. In the first place, I would like to say a few words about health and sanitation. In accordance with the decision of the government, Indian medicine clinics have been opened in government hospitals in all parts of the state. I take this opportunity to thank the minister for this great achievement. At the same time, there is a huge gap between the proportion of people taking to modern medicine and our traditional systems of medicine. Generally speaking, I welcome all the great developments in modern medicine which has helped us to save millions of lives. It is absolutely necessary for us to use the latest developments in surgery, emergency care, and medical imaging. At the same time, modern medicine is used as a means of fleece the poor patients, and many corporate hospitals make the people undergo unnecessary tests and procedures even when the disease can be cured by simple and cheap treatment. I am sorry to state that the concept of a family doctor is no longer there, and we have to spend a lot of even on testing common ailments. It is therefore necessary for the government to promote our traditional systems of medicine to the maximum extent possible so that the people need not spend much on treating simple diseases. In this connection, I am of the view that the general public also have a duty to keep themselves fit with daily exercises to stay healthy. Honorable members of this house will agree with me when I say that a large part of the diseases can be prevented by avoiding fast food and a stressful life. Coming to the field of education, I am happy to note that our state is in the forefront in higher education in the country as a whole. It is a happy state of affairs that about 40% of students have taken to higher education in our state. It is due to the fact that over the last few years, government have been increasing the number of seats in colleges and universities in all streams. It must be borne in mind that provision of educational loans by the banks has also contributed much to this growth. However, we must not lose sight of the fact that a large number of young children are not enrolled in primary schools for a variety of reasons. In the rural areas, both the parents need to attend to agricultural work, and due to lack of time, the children are not put to schools and they just play around. I take this opportunity to point out that first and foremost, the government must make a survey of every household in rural areas to ensure that all children up to the age of 5 to go to schools. It is a matter of great satisfaction that the pass percentage in higher secondary education in government schools has been steadily increasing. At the same time, it may also be noted from reports in the media that we often see that many of those convicted in grave offences are minors. Due to the undue influence of unwanted information readily available through mobile internet, young minds are easily spoilt and they commit crimes. When they are sent to jail and come back, it is too late for them to face life. In this connection, I think it may not be out of place if I suggest that the system of having moral instruction classes in schools should be revived. It appears to me that it is absolutely necessary, at least at the higher secondary level. Coming to the topic of agriculture, I am sorry to state that 30% of the fruits and vegetables produced in our state go waste due to lack of cold storage. In spite of the fact that there is a good market, the farmers are not able to earn profit as they cannot store their produce for a longer time. Whenever there is a bumper crop, they have to sell the whole lot immediately at cheap rates due to lack of storage for perishable goods. I urge the government to open cold storage facilities in all the districts as early as possible for the benefit of these people. I have no doubt that the failure of monsoon and the resultant shortage of drinking water are the most important issues in the minds of the people today. It is our duty to find ways and means to rectify this sorry state of affairs as early as possible. I call upon all the members to offer useful suggestions in the matter. You may be aware that the reason for the present position is not lack of rains but our inability to store rainwater. It is therefore necessary that urgent steps should be taken to reclaim water bodies from encroachment in order to store rainwater. Mr. Speaker, I conclude my speech thanking you once again for the opportunity given to me.